So here we have the new Multistrada 1262. And the Multistrada 1262 is an evolution of the previous generation of the Multistrada 1200 DVT. The DVT refers to the Ducati variable timing. And compared to the previous generation Multistrada, one of the bits of feedback that we had from the market is that while we've historically been known for delivering a bike that has a great top-end power, the DVT gave us a chance to be able to change the timing to deliver a nice delivery of power down low, so that at lower RPMs you still have good pull, but then you get that top end. But as the bike over the last 3 years has evolved, and the feedback that we've gotten from customers and actually from the intelligence that we pull from the motorcycle and how it's being used, we've realized that there's actually a mid-range opportunity for us to develop. And so we actually had the solution, which is great, with the advent of the 1262 motor that is in the that's in the X Diavel. We were actually able to put the 1262 motor with a variable timing in this chassis. And it's added actually a significant increase of torque in the mid-range. So when you're grabbing through the throttle, it's actually a nice linear delivery of power that's consistent all the way through. But additionally, we didn't stop there. We've actually changed the overall length of the motorcycle to be able to increase its stability, so it's a little bit longer of a wheelbase, that especially when you're going down open roads and at relatively high speeds, it gives you much more stability, especially when you have bags or a passenger that changes the dynamics of the motorcycle. And we've refined a lot of different features on the motorcycle, like adding the Ducati Quick Shift as a standard feature on the motorcycle, revising the dash and the display, and then a couple other aesthetic features like the side fairings and the tail section have been refined to basically add a little bit of a different look along with the wheels. But one of the things that I want to make sure to point out here is that actually the bit of the unsung technology that's in here is that this is actually Ducati's connected motorcycle. It started in about 3 years ago when we brought out the original Multistrada 1200 DVT, and this is actually taking it to the next level. And what it is we actually have an app that connects with your motorcycle to your phone, and it allows you to take the information of the riding experience that you're delivering, and this includes what comes from the inertia measurement unit that's in here that can actually measure your lean angle. It can measure your top speed in here, also your gear position indicator and all these sorts of things. And it actually plots it in your phone so you can actually see where you did these things. In addition, this is information that you can share via social media, but it helps us have a better understanding of how people are utilizing their motorcycles. So the trade-off for us is we get great information that's instantaneous about how people are using their bikes so that we can build better bikes and bring them to market. In addition, our customers have an opportunity to be able to have a tool that they can share about their experiences. And I make the comparison to the old fishing stories when somebody says, it's this long, or I was leaning over this far, or I was this fast. It actually takes all that argument away, because you could just say, let's break out the app and see what you really did. This technology was developed specifically with the Multistrada in mind, but I can give you confidence that you're going to see it evolve across the entire Ducati lineup. And this is also a very important part of our strategy of learning more about our customers and getting closer to them and understanding and anticipating their needs as motorcyclists. And with this intelligence, we can anticipate, like say, for example, if somebody is riding a motorcycle like this and they're going longer and longer distances, we might be able to recommend a different seat. Or if we see they're getting close to their service interval, on this motorcycle, it's 18,000 miles for the first service. When it gets to that, if it's 1,000 miles away from that first service, then we can have the dealer contact the customer and notify them, hey, you're getting time to come in. So these are the things that as a premium brand that we're working more closely to be able to connect with our customers and to be able to take better care of them and to get closer to them. So moving on from the Multistrada 1260 to the Multistrada Enduro Pro. We brought out the Multistrada Enduro last year, and I absolutely love the fit and finish and the scheme of this motorcycle. In fact, I had an opportunity to ride it recently in Mexico on a really crazy ride that we did from called Domar Cielo, from the ocean to the top of the highest mountain, 15,500 feet in Mexico, and it handled beautifully. The difference between this Multistrada Enduro and the standard, the Enduro Pro and the Enduro, is a couple features. We actually launched a Ducati riding experience in Italy that we are going to be bringing to North America next year as well, an Enduro experience. And the modifications that we made for that motorcycle in order to be able to have that experience have actually been replicated in this package, which is a shorter windscreen, the accessories in terms of the TourTech engine protection that's fitted to the motorcycle, and then also the overall riding position has been refined a little bit in order to be able to better accommodate the experience that's going to be part of the riding experience, the Riding Academy. But also with the Enduro, there's a lot of other technology that's been developed when, for example, when the motorcycle, if you decide to jump this motorcycle, it actually will, the suspension will adjust to be able to anticipate the compression when you bring the motorcycle back down to the ground, which obviously the way that you normally ride the bike, you're not going to want that. But it will actually, not the compression, excuse me, it changes the preload, that will actually, when you drop the motorcycle back down, it's actually already set in order to anticipate that hit. In addition, it has the Ducati hill control, which is something that's on the Multistrada 1260 as well, that when you're up on an slight incline, you grab a little bit more brake, and it allows you to be able to lock the front wheel temporarily until you roll away, so that you don't have to feather the clutch and brake and do all that with the passenger on the back fully loaded with bags. So this is little things that actually help improve the rider experience that have actually been developed and brought to market with the Multistrada Enduro Pro.